Very bright and yellow like a sun. Daffodil flower. Let's paint together with watercolors. An outline drawing is done. Taking an elastic eraser and removing the excess of graphite off. This is yellow subject and all graphite marks will be visible through yellow layers. Yellow is very transparent pigment and it shows all the things that are happening underneath the yellow layer. So we need to really remove as much as possible so that everything is very light. Now we can mix watercolors. Starting by adding water to color palette. Be sure that your water is clean, brushes are clean. Starting with lemon yellow. Adding a little touch of sap green to lemon yellow. For the second, I'm taking Indian yellow and adding more Indian yellow with lemon yellow. Very bright middle part of this daffodil flower. Third mix is Manganese Violet, and I have a little bit left in my brush of a yellow pigment, so mixing together and adding to Manganese Violet a little touch of Perylene Maroon, something reddish and violetish color. Testing on a piece of paper, lemon yellow with sap green for the outer petals of the daffodil, then Indian yellow with lemon yellow for the middle part of this flower, and manganese violet with perylene maroon that will be used for shadow. Adding a little bit of sap green, testing how it will be together with lemon yellow, also for some shadow area of the petals. And now we can start painting. First, I'm really looking closely to my graphite lines and removing if they are too obvious, too visible. And as you can see through camera, that almost not visible. So that's the point. You need to make it really transparent, so almost only you can see where are the outer lines of the subject you will be painting. Starting to paint, applying water to the center part of this flower. Be sure that after mixing watercolors, your water is clean and you are ready to go with first layer. And I will start first layer with this manganese violet mix. I will be applying it where I see are the shadow areas of the flower. I will not apply this watercolor mix to the light areas. Light areas will be left for completely clean yellow color mix. But for the shadow parts, I'm applying this manganese violet with a very little touch of perylene maroon, or you can add some really dark red pigment, whatever you have. And this is really light layer, nothing too strong, nothing too saturated, really slowly. Yellows are very tricky pigments. For example, if we are painting something red, pink, violet, green, we can add that pigment again and again and it will become darker. We can paint with one pigment, red flower, and show all the lights and all the darks with just one pigment. It is completely different with yellow pigment. If you will apply 2 layers, 3 layers, 10 layers of yellow pigment one on another, it will not create the shadow. Yellow pigment is very transparent and it just doesn't work like any other pigment. That's why I'm adding for the first layer, a complementary color violet, and on the outer petals I will be adding a little bit of very light green. It will create a shadow color when on the outer layer will be applied yellow color, and after that you will see that it starts to look darker and lighter where it is required. Here I'm painting with a smaller brush, and all these ruffles and folds showing the shadows, shadow lines, and don't touch the light areas, leaving them light as they are. And I would really suggest paint very lightly, very transparently, move slowly and really carefully. After some layers we will go again with some violet color, making some shadow areas darker, but everything happens with layering and very slow and accurate work. If you go too dark, yellow pigment can go very fast, muddy, and looking dirty. So that's why it's really tricky and needs some patience to get the nice finished result of a yellow subject. Many artists avoid painting yellow subjects with watercolors because it is tricky. This is really an advanced level. The same as with white subject on a white paper, you need some experience. The same is with yellow pigment. You need to work and think one step ahead. Now I'm at the finishing stage, adding some last brush strokes, last contrast details, and this was a beautiful journey with this daffodil flower. In my country it's just starting to bloom, and this is a really magical time when nature is waking up from deep sleep, and I'm really looking forward to the springtime, to beautiful spring flowers. Hope you learned something new. Hope you didn't get scared of the yellow pigment and tried this tutorial with me. Thank you very much for being here, and see you in my next tutorials. Bye bye.